Cool. Yeah, make a second one of those, and I'll run that as well because I have the that whatever reg, that reg that we just got in. I'm gonna be running that reg and then the Redline Mini SFR interchangeably because I would also like to run it at 160 or at max.
Yeah.
So, because I think that reg only goes up to 140, 150. So.
Yeah, literally the whole thought process behind this is just preserving your tank head.
Yeah, I gotta figure out where my other fucking tank went. I'm not gonna need it this weekend, obviously, because I don't think I'm gonna go through this tank in that amount of time. But it would be nice to know where this other custom tank that I ordered it went.
Yeah. Amped is live.
Yay.
Woo! Welcome.
You have so much more energy than I do today. Remind me in 3 days, sure.
Oh, it reset our whole life.
That's why I said remind me in 3 days. I'm not doing an update on this.
It's not that I have more energy. I just come with more energy. I'm like, I need this to go. Hi. What up, Loss?
No.
Eating lunch for the lunchtime live. Yes, so let's actually talk about magnets, Ross.
I'm gonna kill you.
Ross brought it up first.
Here's our lovely Instagram login, Ross, if you want to do that.
No, I've got it right here.
I know, but
So if you just want to do YouTube.
Well, we typically have it on the computer as well. Why? I thought this was a pen. I was supposed to start clicking it. This is not a pen.
It is not.
No.
This has got some click to it.
I know, but now I got this.
And then I got a little twisty knob up here.
I know. You have like the ultimate fidget spinner. It's an HPA fidget spinner.
And then I can start twisting it.
Okay, please don't break my tank. You do that and the tank just
Womp.
out from the rest of the head.
What up,
That'd be
boy?
Fast and sad. Love that. So bye.
So currently we are just on the Instagrizzles as far as comments. I think we're live on YouTube. Do you want to
We are live on YouTube. Ross will be back in 2 seconds with his
Would you say 2 seconds or 2 shakes of a lamb's tail?
make it 3 shakes. You're not a lamb. That doesn't count.
Actually, this is almost like a tank stock.
That would actually be really funny to
And then your inner barrel,
just plug
pressure gauge right here.
direct into there.
Yeah, like that inner barrel, budget HPA build that we were talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice, Ross, firing smoke rounds from a mortar. Graybush. Graybush the Wise. Oops.
Do we have anything? Ross, fire, gray bush.
Slappy. It gives a stroke looking at that SRS.
You know what's funny? Somebody on YouTube made the exact same comment word for word, so I think we figured out his YouTube handle. It's The Godfather.
For Slappy?
Slappy, yeah. Look,
Okay.
see? Wait, hold on. See?
I thought you were gonna do the SRS point.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
This thing?
Oh, be careful.
I was being
Don't
careful.
touch it. Don't touch it.
You're touching and looking at it too much. Don't do that.
Hey, I was not touching it. I was not
You're
touching
like
it.
a child going, I didn't touch it. The air around my finger did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not touching it.
Mom, I'm not hitting him.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. Oh, speaking of that, I guess the new Lilo and Stitch movie was kind of a flop compared to the actual animated one, which is really sad.
No way.
I'm
No
sad.
way.
That was like my childhood movie growing up.
There's no way I could have predicted that the
I mean,
live action was going to
obviously,
fall
yes.
flat.
Like, there's no way, but like, I had hopes.
Zero hopes.
We should probably actually open it.
The direction, the Lilo and Stitch live action,
What?
open.
No, open the live. We haven't done that yet.
Go for it.
Hello, everyone. My name is Logan, and this is Talon. We are here with the Anth Lunchtime Live, back at it again on another Wednesday, answering your comments, questions, concerns in the Airsoft space, or animated films that have since flopped. Are you stimming
Live
right
action.
now?
Live action films that have flopped. All the animated ones.
Sorry,
are
yeah, live
goated.
action. Sorry, I was so just distracted by you stimming out next to me over
Yeah,
here.
because I'm air stocking it.
You're such a...
And I play meats. I only play
I'm
Milsim.
going to get canceled for the things I would say on the live.
Gives a stroke looking at that SRS. I'm not sure, like,
It's
positive stroke, negative stroke, because
if you're having a stroke, that's bad.
I think the SRS looks sick.
I think it looks absolutely freaking sweet. I really like the paint job that you did on it, though. I think that's probably the best part about it. I want to know if he 3D printed the back cap to the cork that's up at the front to like get the wires in. Did you talk to him about it?
Yeah, he did not 3D print
That's
that.
the Ace-Tech KSG tracer.
Oh, sorry, KSG. But like I thought that I didn't know how he actually attached the wires into the back of the thing besides like hot glue.
Well, that's
he's-
where it mounts to the
Yeah,
KSG.
So he
I
has
didn't know that.
he has cosplay putty that he has that acts as a glue.
Cool. For reference, this is one of our coworkers, Ryan. He went ahead and made this whole thing, and it looks freaking sweet. The paint job looks awesome on it, though.
Gray Bush, pointing finger really quick. My personal favorite, and partially why I'm stimming, and I got a lot of juice in me right now. A lot of juice.
Calm down. I'm equally as excited because I have one as well. This is actually my
Right there.
one that's up there.
So that is the Wolverine MTW Dig 1 from the Fossil series, and we just got them in today. So that one right there is Logan's. Mine is going to make its way to the tech bench here in the next 2 hours to do a disassembly portion of a video.
It's pretty neat. I like it. I mean, it's an MTW, right? So the performance is there of what you expect from an MTW out the box. I plan on putting a Mr. Hop 70 degree and a Omega bucking because that seems just to be the perfect combo when it comes to inner barrel parts for myself. In it just to see if I can squeeze out or eke out a little bit more range and accuracy to it. But the Quake stock portion of it is pretty freaking sweet. It comes stock with the middle reducer, so it's at like half the amount of power I guess the Quake stock would get to actually actuate. So before we even go into playing, because you are going to go to MK this weekend test bed it, while I will be at Liberty, we're going to be going to the tech bench doing that, and then also throwing the highest reducer plate or lowest restriction plate to allow the Quake stock to get as much air as possible to really get that simulated recoil action going.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get as much air pressure into my Quake stock as possible.
Same. With a what? You're going to be running it at 160 with the MRS.
Yep, so I'm running it at the suggested PSI. And I'm going to use this tank setup. So not this tank, but the setup. So I have my regulator, and then I have a UCF adapter.
UFA?
UFA.
It's a UFA.
The acronym went to UFC. So I had to like that. So my mind went UFC, and I had to backtrack really quickly, and I still didn't make it. Combative sports. So this adapter, so it works the exact same way as our regulators. It just sits on the tank head, turn it on, and that allows for the airflow to get into whatever regulator you want. So our amp regulators don't go high enough, so I'm going to utilize this Polar Star MR reg, which is going to allow me to go up to that 160 pretty easily. And that way, this also, by chance, or by design, one could argue, is also going to preserve the threads of your tank head. So you can very easily screw this on, and then the actual adapter piece is not going to engage that air pressure until you engage that green cap there. In which case, air is going to flow to your regulator like it's supposed to. It is offset just a little bit, but if you're running this smaller guy in your back panel, it's not really going to be a problem, especially since I'm going to run a hydro can, like an Nalgene, right here anyway. So it's going to balance it out and size it out pretty evenly in my back panel, personally.
Neat. I'm going to be doing the same thing. I just let you explain all of that. God, stop stimming. Jesus Christ. To answer some comments, or go to the comments here. Ross asked me if I went ahead and watched the film. I requested access twice. You have not given me access to it, so that's on you, buddy. We got asked if we're going to Fracture Skull this weekend. We are not going to Fracture Skull. We are going to AMS Liberty. Simple as that. Graybush also went ahead and asked, is that a Fram oil filter? Oh, is that an oil filter on the gun to your right? No, of course not. You can't do that.
Huh?
This supposed oil filter. It's not on a gun, of course. It's just on the wall.
Yeah. Can't believe it's actually in frame.
Yeah, actually, that is kind of shocking that you were able to see that.
Well, good thing
Anyways.
that's our wall of car parts.
It's, we have a wrench over here. We have an air. No, let me put my hand down. We have an air jack. Hold on, wait. We have
Tie
a wrench
rod.
over here. We have a tie rod here. We have another set of tires over here.
My Baja lights are down on the floor there.
Yeah, this is like my most favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
This is my stim today. I just can just point like this. This is a problem. This is
all
a
right.
problem.
This is your tank.
I know.
I can make it not your problem.
No, it's my. I like
It's
that.
our tank.
No. I like that. I know I let you borrow it, but like that's. I was very much like I need to use it this weekend.
Yeah.
Hawaiian shirts versus camo. Thoughts? It's. I guess
Really
just-
depends on the event.
Yeah, like if you're at a field and you're wearing a Hawaiian shirt, that really sucks for you because it's just gonna make it super easy for us to shoot you.
Having played at Stag Ops, camo.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
there's no way I'm gonna try to stand out with
100%.
Hawaiian shirts.
No, not at all. That's why it's really
But-
funny. I got a lot of questions like, "Oh, you're not wearing your splatter kit up here?" I'm like, "It's in the middle of the forest. I'm a giant beacon. I already have red gloves on and just other funny colors. I'm not trying to stand out
Yeah.
any more than I already am."
However, Ship of Fools, Hawaiian shirt gang.
Yes. God, R.I.P. I wish we were able to make it back to that last ship game. That would have been fun. There's a game producer and such out in the Wisconsin area from where this guy's from, where I've played, and the games are called Ship of Fools. Man, I am stroking out today. And the games are called Ship of Fools, and it's like a LARPing slash
It's
just giant like open play event. Not open play, open world kind of event, right?
Yeah. It's very similar to Stag Ops,
Mhm.
but on a much lower AO.
Yes.
But very
Smaller
very
AO.
similar like mission objectives, kind of like they're utilizing a paintball field and they're producing like objectives like, hey, this is the oil rig, this is the castle, this is the heliport, etc., etc. And producing like almost like a military like script based on who captures what at different points in what timeline. It's very, very cool. I really like Ship of Fools.
Ross, is that the pump action sniper rifle?
Yeah.
I didn't know that came in.
Yeah.
When did that come in?
Like a month ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
A month ago.
Oh, I didn't.
It's been a thing.
Well, I didn't know that came in.
It's all good.
Continuing. Backdraft. What's up, Aiden? How you doing, homie? For camo, but I do a Boogaloo loadout. Yeah. I feel like that fad's kind of just like gone down at this point. Like the whole Boogaloo fad.
Mhm.
Like it was a huge thing during the pandemic I'm just done talking today. My brain, like I had all my energy expended on the fact that we got the new MTWs in, and after that, like it's been cooked. Oy vey.
I'm out.
Yeah, do you have more? I need more.
No, I'm done. That was my last one.
Yeah, I freaking need an energy drink. Anything else? I want Baja, but I'm not sure I can fit at my height. Dude, you, with how large of an individual you are, because this is, relax, he's like 7 foot. When you come up talk to this guy, you have to sit there and stare at him like this.
Yeah.
You're just going to be a giant painted target. Go camo, please. Because that would be even worse for you. You're not an easy person to hide. He's like goose size. It's insane. Send me your email and I'll send it to you. I was about to say my email over the live. I probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Um.
From Coco Bear. Sup,
Oh,
fellas?
hey!
With all the different versions of medicing and playing medic, which is your favorite? And if you could change something, what would it be? That email made my day, Logan.
Good. All of the version medic and playing medic. What is your fave? And if you could change something, what would it be? So my favorite actually is the medic rule, where kind of like how AMS does it, but I don't want AMS bandages. I want tourniquets. I want MSW tourniquets.
I like the beer bag rule.
The beer bag rule.
Yeah, you gotta chug a beer to get back in.
I'm valid with that one too. I also like that rule. I'm gonna go with Ross on that one.
We had to
Actually,
change it to water halfway through the day.
Yeah.
no, change it to
People were falling
vodka.
down the hill.
I just do vodka at that point. Really test the strength. That means that people don't get shot. But on a serious note, I think the AMS rules are good. I just want them to use tourniquets. I do not like massive bandages. It's a lot. People don't roll them up correctly. They get in the way, all that fun stuff. And I want to actually be able to physically wrap something on your arm. For example, Emzado, they have the hit stick rule, where it's a stick, like a piece of Velcro, and you swap it, and there's your life, and there's your life. And that's a really cool system, it is. But sometimes it's too fast versus putting a tourniquet out or something like that. But then also the bandages can be too clumsy and too slow and can kind of just be a pain in the ass. So I think that tourniquet thing is right in the middle.
I like the concept of the bandage having to take time, and it's an extra like long thing where someone has to be there and like work the bandage. I like that element, but I really prefer the tourniquet concept.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like a very high octane firefight.
Yeah.
I really like MSW's Chug of Water when it's like your second or third hit.
That would be second hit. You need a medic water, or no, it's you're dead. You're not dead, but you've gotten your tourniquet on to come back in the game. I think you have 2 tourniquets and you have to do your medic water, and that's how you get back in the game.
Yeah.
Which is great for hydration and keeping you alive.
So it's encouraging, 1, hydration, and 2, if you're getting hit that often, like you're naturally going to be somewhat active and potentially in a firefight anyway, where you are sweating, you're a lot more active. So in that case, it's way better at promoting hydration. So I would really like seeing more hydration options get reinforced. AMS like took a hard stance a couple years ago about the like full-on drag. Like there's no like buddy carry of like I'm gonna hold your hand and guide you over to where it's safe. Like no, it's a full-on drag. I really like that.
I like it as well. However, I've really fucked up knees.
You see these quads?
That's fine, brother? But like I don't want to have any more leg injuries than I already have. So like I have a hard stance when it comes to that. Like cool, I get dragging and I'm okay with it. I will drag another person, no problem. Personally, me, I'm like, please don't drag me. Like, I don't care. If it's grass or something, fine, because I can slide across. But if it's concrete or something, I'm like, don't drag me because I do not want to have any more injuries than I'm already currently explaining. And I will be right back in like 2 minutes.
Okay. I've done like full-on drags with like 280, 300-pound dudes that are like...
the clip of Kopechki trying to be dragged across that black site.
Yeah. I've got, at Mutsy, like a heavier set dude that's on the ground, like, looking up at me like, you're not going to drag me, dude. You're not going to drag me. And I'm like, watch me. So I run over, grab him, and I just drag his butt like 30, 40 feet maybe behind cover where he can get medic. So that was like a good fun of like, I'm going to prove you wrong. So I like that. Include hydration and the drag effect. That's what I like. And so since he's not here, now I got to fill in a little bit of time. What's up, Jason W? Crazy J? The Boogaloo meme is dead and cringe. Hawaiian shirts are forever ruined. Agreed. 100%, dude. Like, you can't come back from that. That's just something that was so blown out of proportion and was pushed to a degree too far, and now there's that inappropriate association with Hawaiian shirts. So I'm with you on that, Eric. On the Insta Grizzles, meant Baja as in the car. Oh, yeah. Yep, so a Baja vehicle. Yeah, those are a little bit smaller in design. Oh my god, you're a tall dude at 6'6". Stop taking so much of your money, Greg. Listen, man. Sorry we have some cool things that we have as options for you guys. One of my friends stands at about 6'3", and he wears bright color shorts and camo shirt. Yeah, there's some dudes that can move really, really well and can move around that airsoft battlefield really well, so it doesn't matter what they wear or how tall they are. They're just going to get work done, and they can do that. Some vests have deployable grab handles. Some of them don't. I actually have a clip where I accidentally unbuckled someone's shoulder pads. Thankfully, they were a smaller person, so it wasn't that hard for me to just grab the front of their plate carrier and the unbuckled shoulder pad and then drag them behind cover. But that was a funny clip as well. Yep, 5'11", pretty classic. Game for life. What do you mean who won? Who won what? Now that he's gone, tell us about the magnets. Ross, a couple weeks ago when you talked about the cow magnets, that comment by itself really just hit home with me. Coming from Wisconsin, being a Wisconsin boy, land of dairy farms, so seeing a lot of those cow magnets, and honestly, like having people in a smaller town where I went to high school, a lot of them sometimes would come to school after having done dairy chores. They would still have like cow magnets in their pockets, and it's like, look at all the stuff that came out of the cow this time. Kind of funny, at least if you're from that type of town. Yeah, relaxing. When you're that tall, it's super easy to get over obstacles just to see where people are at. 100% with you. Jason W. Addition to the medic question, do you prefer it when only a medic can apply bandages, or anyone can do the first hit and medic doing remaining hits? I think it depends on the game. If it's some like event coordinators, and that's where you can like further divide the line. If it's like a casual, I say casual loosely, like AMS event, I think that anyone should be able to do the buddy medic. Third Coast Airsoft, I think, does the buddy bandages. I don't think they require like a full-on medic role to do that. But if it's something that's a lot more hardcore, like Milsim West or Stag Ops, or other iterations of those events. Gun Gamers is another good one that I would probably put at like a higher level, where there should be roles and positions that are going to be medic exclusive. And it also like further depends on the event and the AO. If it's something that's going to be a lot more urban, where there's a lot more cover, I think that having a medic role that can utilize that cover more appropriately to move safely in that environment, that's where you could more accurately utilize that medic role to further the immersion. If it's something that is out in the woods where there's a lot less cover, I would probably be more apt to do the buddy medic, especially since with wood lines, with not a lot of cover, it is a lot more difficult to do any type of movement and have appropriate cover. That's my 2 cents. And to your point as well, Jason, the military trains all the recruits in first aid. So anyone should do it. You could also further it with every element or every unit is going to have a someone who is higher trained. So for your earlier comment where anyone can buddy aid the first hit, and then the medic has to then medic you on the second hit, that would be like your recruit, your private, being able to do that immediate first aid for you. And then if you get hit a second time, it's greater damage. Now we need to have actual doc come out and check you out and make sure you're all good to go. Again, kind of playing on that immersion if you wanted to. I still think that we're funny doing the magnet bit. Hey, while he's gone, and to also annoy everyone else, just spam the comments with the magnet emoji. I'm going to do it here. Magnet. Boom. Boom. Insta Grizzle's got the first one.
Hello, I'm back. Wow.
Our school used cow magnets for classroom doors to keep them propped
Why
open
am I
without
coming
locking.
back to magnets? Oh, you fucking people. What'd you do? What did you do to
I didn't do anything. I just answered the comments questions.
What did I miss?
Any ETA on Edgy Barrel restock?
I think we just placed an order. I think we did. Should be soon. That's one of the barrels that we try to keep in all the time, and they're not terribly affected by the tariff, so those should be coming back in soon. Beef Farm Baby, our school used cow mags for classroom doors to keep them. Okay.
Setup for the motorcycle? Yeah, motorcycle trailer. I mean, if you're gonna haul all your airsoft gear and camping supplies, like.
So actually,
Actually.
well, being a two-wheeled individual myself, it depends on what motorcycle you have. If you have a crotch rocket, you're basically screwed because you would have to take apart like the fender flares and bolt on side saddlebags and stuff like that. If you have more of a cruiser, it's a little bit easier because you can actually put more weight on those. So it's really dependent. So for example, for like my Suron that I have a kit that I still have yet to put on. It has these more or less like male racks on the side. They're like individual grid squares where I can male whatever I want. So I would do like Alice pack side saddles kind of thing. So I'd have that and jam everything there. And it has a little bit of a tail that you can actually put your camping equipment, such as your tent and your harder goods, on the back there. So it's all dependent on what bike you have, but I would recommend getting side saddles, a rear rack, forget exactly what they're called, but a rear rack that goes over your fender, and then getting a good, comfortable, lightweight, big backpack, like a big ruck, like a mystery ranch, so you can stuff items in there, so then you'll be overlanding that way. That's what I would recommend.
Is today giveaway day?
I'm getting a nod. That's a yes.
What is your favorite Spice Girls song?
I have to look that up. I don't listen to Spice Girls.
I don't listen
Do you
to
listen to Spice Girls?
I might have Spice Girls in my playlist for the gym. Like, interject all of my funk and heavy metal with a little...
It's probably not even how it goes. I don't listen to Spice Girls. That's my problem.
Taylor Swift does make its way into my gym playlist every once in a while.
I love T-Swift.
Yeah, and I do have
Tay-Tay?
metal covers of her songs as well.
Yeah. What's the one?
You and I have listened to them together.
Yeah, no, I know,
the
but
car.
the one is my favorite.
Red?
No. What is it? Star-Crossed Lovers, blah, blah, blah.
20?
Is that what that is? The Pump Goes Pop metal cover for that one? It bangs so hard.
22.
Let me see what I missed real quick. I can't see.
Okay.
Man, so many uhs. I'm gonna get my noggin slapped by Andrew when he edits us because he hates it.
What does AEG stand for?
All electric gun.
Automatic electric gun.
All electric gun. I'm gonna stick with that
Automatic
one.
electric gun. Don't listen to this goober.
No.
Automatic electric gun.
No. I'm okay. It's gonna be all electric gun for me. Don't worry about that.
When it comes to footwear, Boy, I'm going to jump over your comment really quick. I'm not ignoring you.
No, he's ignoring you.
But I think that Logan's going to have a better answer for that. When it comes to footwear, what is your favorite or go-to? Mine is going to be the Solomons specifically. I love a good Salomon boot. That's me personally. For like anything airsoft, whether it's urban, whether it's rural, whatever. It's always going to be Salomons. I did forget my Salomons one time when we went to MK, and I had to wear my Ultimas, and I was slipping and sliding. But I have really good balance, so I was able to do that like comedic like skid across the hard floor of like right up to cover, which was a little scary considering some of the builds that I had and I was playing with. So I personally like Salomons. I know that Logan does Lawas, and I think you said you were going to get into Salomons as well.
Yeah, I want to get a pair of Speed Crosses bad.
Yeah.
Like, I love my Loas. I love my Loas, I do. The problem, though, is that in the hotter months, it just keeps all the heat in, which is okay. Like, I'm okay with it. But at the same time, I would like my feet to breathe a little bit better, which is why the Salomons come in. Funny enough, these Combat flip-flop bunker branding shoes that I currently wear, the funky ones that you see me all the time in, have fantastic breathability. They're very, very comfortable. Unfortunately, though, I can't wear them in a wooded environment because they have no tread on the woods, but on concrete and stuff. So, for example, when you go to MK, they work out really, really well.
Relaxing made an awesome comment about Danners. I've had Danners.
I
They've not been
Speaking
my
of Danners.
airsoft boots, but they've been like my winter, like hard-working boots,
10.
and they are sick. I loved my Danners. Unironically, those were I had the desert ones. I forget. They specifically had the vent holes on the side for better breathability. But I wore those boots in the snow when it's snowstorming, and I need to shovel the driveway for mom. And like my feet were cooking, like they were hot.
Yeah. But real
even with
quick
all the-
though,
Yeah,
it is 1:30.
it is 1:30.
It is 1:30. We'll get back to that because I have a thing about Nanners in a second here. But Ross, do the wizardy stuff. Figure out who won the giveaway. Who won the give? Ross.
I'm doing it.
Ross, do it faster. It's
Boy.
we have to get back to talking about footwear. We have to be fashion divas.
Yeah, Boyk, we're working on it.
We'll be back. We'll be back. We have to give away free stuff. Come on,
We
Ross.
have 300 entries.
I know, but who won?
Tell them there are 300 entries.
There are 300 entries. Who won?
Give me a minute. I gotta,
He's working. He's working on it. He's working
Click
on it.
faster.
just talk about what you were talking about. I'll let you know.
Okay, so no, I don't want to restart my.
No, let's talk about
My
what it is we're
mouse.
giving away. Right, we're doing our giveaway right now.
It is
Ooh,
It
don't
is
do that.
the Glock 1917
by GHK.
by GHK.
1455.
Don't take it out of the
Do
box.
not. Hold on, let me. Now we're YouTube
The-
and Instagram compliant. I'm covering up the picture of the gun.
Here, let me.
Oh yeah, wait. At that point, we just put a black bar
Yeah.
over it.
Is there a bag? I'll put it in the bag.
All right.
This is the GHK gas blowback Grok 17. Holds X amount of BBs. It uses
Yeah.
green gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the GHKs. They're super realistic. I really like them. Unfortunately, I have one bad experience with mine, and that's because we got sand in it. And sand is coarse, and no one likes sand. At Copperhead, the day that I got it, and ever since then, it has never been the same. But
Congratulations
who won?
to Lightning FNCS 14.
Lightning FNC 14. FNCS 14.
I hope I didn't shake it up too much on that one.
No.
Yeah, I don't know why you did that.
I don't know why I did either. I'm a little autistic today.
Well done, Lightning. You have won the giveaway for the GHK Glock 17. Congratulations. He did a thing.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Talon.
No, he did a thing. Lightning did. I'm talking about
Yes.
you, man.
Yes, and that's what I
You,
said.
Lightning.
Yes, he did. He did do a thing. He won the thing.
He did.
Yes.
Congrats.
We said that, yes.
No, tell me you did a good job.
No, because I never get a good job, so he can't get a
Lightning,
good
you did a great job. I'm proud of you.
job. I just want someone to say they're proud of me.
Well, get in line.
All right, back to the comments. Suzuki
g-
V-Strom.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's awesome. I did look it up because I couldn't remember what it exactly looked like off the top of my head. Side saddles and a back Bible on seat. So, good. If it's the side saddles that came with the factory, they're the plastic ones, I think. I don't like those because you're dedicated to this amount of space. I would get something either cloth or get something that's going to be expandable. So then you are able to hold more. And then, again, do that backpack idea. Because when I want to do camping stuff with my Sauron, since I don't have the rack installed yet, I just have everything in my backpack. But it works because I have a Mystery Ranch 3-day assault pack. And it's massive, but it's super, super comfortable for me to wear. And I have it packed correctly so all my weight is forward, so it's not going to be crazy riding the bike. And I can go and do that with there. So the next thing I would recommend you get after that is going to be a backpack of some sort. And then if you keep those side saddles, use those for fragile items or for perishable goods because you can insulate like a cooler, for example. I don't know. I'm spitballing here. Throw everything in a backpack and just that would work.
Yeah. Jason also has a comment about his bike.
What did he say?
He's got a 1993 Honda
You got a
Goldwing.
Goldwing? That's awesome. Goldwings are sweet. A little big for my taste, but Goldwings are sweet. I would love to get into bigger bikes. My dad had a 2001 V-Rod Special Edition, and it was a beautiful all silver, like just chrome, and it was the coolest thing on two wheels for the longest time that I could ever see. And I, unfortunately, am 5'10", and I'm not the biggest guy out there, so I can't get into cruisers because I just feel like it's too much bike for me to roll around. I'm more of the croc rocket or, like, for example, the Saran size, like Groms. I love Groms. Just would like to get a big cruiser. I just also feel like that's just so much shit to handle on the road. I want a Grom. I want a lot of things in life. Like somebody say they're proud of me, but get in line, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Going over to YouTube, Eric commented, has availability of product been difficult with the tariff uncertainty, or has it mainly just been reflected in pricing fluctuations?
it has been difficult.
It's been very difficult.
For example, Silverback, kind of almost impossible to get because they're straight from China. Other companies such as ZCI, I believe they're also straight from China as well.
Well, not only that, because Silverback is Canada.
No, Silverback is
No,
China.
their main their headquarters is Canada, isn't it?
No, it's
No,
no.
Because it was China to Canada and Canada to us.
No, it wasn't. It was direct from China. They can't ship that way because remember I said they cannot. Because we explored this option to see if they could do that route. The reason why they can't do that route is because it's not from current country being shipped out. It's product of origin. That's the problem, and it all originates in China.
That's
Why the tariffs are. Yes, that's why the tariffs are a huge problem for Silverback, ZCI, a couple other ones. So we're hoping that with certain pricing and tariffs that maybe we can work with some of that, but certain countries such as that, it's like going to be impossible. Not impossible. It's not going to be impossible to get them in because we can. It's nonsensical. Why are we going to go ahead and bring in an item, for example, if we have to mark up the MDRX Micron that is already at $500 to $600 by another 25, 30, 40, 50%, and then make it close to $1,000 AEG? That just no one is going to buy that, and then we'd be left with stock in our hands that even after the tariff situation is over, if I'm remembering the conversation we've had correctly, where then we have to sell it at that price still to make up the money we had to pay in tariffs.
Yes.
So overall, it sucks. We have been doing price increases, which have sucked because there are some things that have gone up in price minutely, which is okay, but the other ones, it's like big stink.
Yeah, it's just making smart business decisions about where we can get away with it, and not have something that's grossly inappropriately price fluctuated, that it just makes no sense, like the Silverback situation.
Yeah. Get your microns now while they're less than $600 or lower. Yeah. That's what I would do. I love mine, which is right here. This guy right here. This thing is so cool.
Favorite metal album, so still Eric. Favorite metal album of 2025 so far? Partial to the new Rivers of Nil album or the Candlemass Black Star EP?
Full transparency, I wish I was more of a metalhead to give you a good answer. I'm not. I will listen to it, but I just don't go out of my way to listen to it as much as you do. He's a metal head.
Yeah. I personally don't follow current metal artists, so I still have Slipknot, and currently what I'm banging through is AI-generated metal,
Dude, something
which is...
The Ross.
What is that look
I know,
for?
dude. I lived with him for 3 months. I've known him for 15 years. It's insane.
Listen to Code Orange. Pittsburgh local. They won a Grammy. They're great.
Seriously?
Yeah. They
Alright.
just released a new album like, maybe it was last year, actually, end of last year. But they're great. They're fire.
Yeah. I personally don't listen to artists for the sake of artists. I really prefer songs that have a very specific BPM. When I'm at the gym, it has to be 90, so in my head I can double time it to 180, or it's at the 180 mark.
Are you? I think after this, we need to take a spectrum test. Are you?
I'm doing metal. I'm doing metal.
And you're doing unmedicated.
I'm doing magnetic metal.
You're doing unmedicated metal.
My metal is ferromagnetic
in
in nature.
I'm gonna go ahead and we're going to take a test after this, and then I will post the results up because I think you need to see somebody.
So actually, fun fact, while we're on magnets,
No.
every material has a degree of ferromagnetic capability,
Yes.
although those metals will either have such a minute value of ferromagnetic capabilities with the electrons within the magnetic field being able to work and inducing that magnetic pull. That's why very specific metals like our irons have a much higher degree of those active electrons that will react in that magnetic field. So theoretically, everything can be magnetic.
I would. You are so on the spectrum.
I'm just saying.
TJ asks, next time we're going to Clarksburg. Funny enough,
this weekend.
He's going this weekend.
I'm going this weekend.
Yes. Are you going Saturday or Sunday?
I'll probably go Saturday. Saturday's gonna be like a pretty easy day of like, still like having like that work body, and then like Sunday taking the day for myself.
Yeah. I do know that we need to get the group together for another Clarksburg trip. We actually did an impromptu one last Friday. Me and him were going to go on Saturday, just randomly like, yeah, well, why not do it with little to no notice, because I know it's a little hard to get everyone together all at once. But I guess a big chunk of the office actually went on Friday, so we ended up jumping on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And that was an okay time. That was a good time. I lost my boot. I lost one boot at Clarksburg, which was fun. It fell out of my car, and I don't know where it went, so that kind of sucks. But now the other one has mold on it, so I have to throw it away, which is even sadder. I just never have good luck with footwear.
What makes pink lemonade pink?
Probably the red 40 in it, my guy.
It's because it's actually not gone through the magnetic filter system that a lot of other lemonades have to.
I'm gonna quit.
Yeah?
Shut up.
Relaxing says, anywho, I'm off, Logan. Send me the things. Okay, bye.
Okay, yep, bye. I still gotta print that freaking FedEx label. It's sitting on my desk. What is... Going over to YouTube real quick. Church Fires, I'll never forget what you did to my sister, you monster. What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything.
Listen, I've been single, ready to mingle. So if you've got a sister...
You should make... wait. No.
If your sister is available...
You can't use this platform as a way to get some ass, Talon. That's just not how that works.
It's just like a coffee date.
My guy. We're not that dense. We're dumb. We're Airsofts. We're not that dense.
Listen, it's just going to graduate into that, but immediately it's going to be coffee dates. You know, get to know each other. What are your favorite things? What are your dislikes? What are some quirks you have?
Okay, so what do you talked about on a first date?
Hey, what's your favorite heavy metal band?
That's actually a really great opening line, probably for Eric.
Yeah. Hey, what's your favorite music choice?
Okay.
Yeah, what's your favorite music choice?
Are we gonna role play this?
Sure.
No, I don't want. I'm just asking. I just want to know what else you ask on a first date.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just like have like a legitimate conversation. Ask them questions that are not invasive in any manner. Don't be a creep like that. And then just get to know the person. Just feel the vibe out, and then just see if it's just something that you would want to go on a second date with.
And dating advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, lunchtime lines turning into a dating advice thing. Oh, another good question is, are you a cat person or a dog person? I love pit bulls, personally. I love them. They're the sweetest. Oh, just want a pit bull named Cupcake. Just a squish his face. I love dogs.
The loose face wiggles.
Yeah, there's a little. TJ Talon, stop worrying about other people's sisters. Just keep scrolling on your picture album. No.
TJ gets it.
No. You guys are horrible individuals.
Hey, Eric's got a great system.
Yeah.
Where they do 5 songs and then rotate.
Yeah.
I don't have like a care of like.
I wish that I had that system, because my girlfriend does. She's like, no, this is what we're playing today. I'm like, but like
I don't care.
I care. I would like to listen to my music then if I'm on like a 9-hour road trip, but I don't get that.
Sure. Make it like a 1 hour listen to their thing, 1 hour listen to your thing.
Or what I do is I just put a headphone in. And I'm like, sweetheart, you can listen to whatever you want. It's okay. Are you sure? Yeah, sure. And then the other ear is what I actually have playing to keep myself occupied.
No, I'll do the 1 hour. It's your song. Okay, my turn for 1 hour. And she's like, okay, well I'm going to sleep. Great. Take a nap, doze off for 3 hours, so I can just listen to my thing.
Mm-hmm. See, anything else on video crash, not car crash? Oh, because Boyk crashed before the last matches. So if you saw them and talked about it, I missed it. I'm assuming that is his bike. I didn't touch
From,
on
like,
it past
way
that.
ahead.
Yeah. Great Bush, good luck, everyone. Oh wow, this is all from 1:30. We're a little bit behind. Hyper J, there is a German company selling your banjo for FE and for like 3 months. They're saying that they ordered it from you, but I think that's capped. Do you know anyone that has them in the EU right now? I mean, we ship to so many people. We don't. It's kind of hard to keep track of it. I would say have them reach out, I guess, but we.
Yeah, I mean
If you have the name of the German company, we can talk to them about it. But like other than that, we do a lot of international stuff.
Yeah, I think we fulfilled a few international wholesalers, and like banjos are like really small, so it's really hard to like actually track who is getting what internationally when there are so many wholesalers.
Order from you, but I think that there's just a lot that goes on at that. Okay, Bush, I'm proud of you, Logan. Thanks. Well, you can have better ones. Factory bags are shit. Yeah, factory bags are shit on that bike. Cherub's in here, maybe still in here. Who knows? Colin 1. Apparently Parker Rainsville knows who this person is. Excellent for him. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. You know what else is magnetic? I don't care to know.
You want to know what else is magnetic?
I will shove this in a hole that it won't fit.
My nose.
Yes, that's exactly what we're all thinking here. Come to Florida. I would love to go to Florida. I used to vacation down there all the time, but I would actually like to go play. There's a couple Milsim events. Specifically, there's one at that Florida prison that Mir does that I like to go do because it just looks like a really sick place to go play.
Hey, Lightning's in the chat. Yay, Lightning!
Oh, the guy who actually won. Look at that.
You did it, Lightning.
He's proud of you.
I mean, you can watch it back, but I did talk about how proud I am of you for winning today's giveaway. What a champ.
I just can't today. I don't have the brain power for this right now.
Oh, and I'm gonna do like a full
crushed.
breakdown of that. My brain got to be active.
Yeah, I'm crushed today. I've had a very eventful morning.
Yeah, I'll get you a peppermint.
You know, the candy peppermints that you have are not as. Give me an Altoid. I'll take an Altoid.
I don't have an Altoid.
I love Altoids.
Peppermints are for the gym, but I also happen to have them of like, someone's in the car in the passenger seat, and I'm like, hey, you want a peppermint? And they're like,
piece of candy.
yeah, it's like the Airsoft of like,
Thanks. Why do you have this?
1, how did you have this? 2, thank you. 3, do I deserve this?
Yeah, like, dude, should I have this? Dallin doesn't have gum. He has candy in his car.
Yes. But it's peppermints. It's
Doesn't
not like
make it any healthier.
they're not Skittles.
Yeah, but it doesn't make it any healthier. It's sugar.
They're not Mars bars.
I would love a Mars bar.
And they're peppermints, so they're really good for pre going to the gym. So it opens up your airwaves, so you get better.
I feel like your
breath in.
peppermints that you have are not as strong as they should.
Yeah, because they're giant eagle peppermints.
Well, go get some Altoids from Jeagle then.
No, I'm not getting Altoids.
Why?
It's got to be
Altoids
peppermints because then you're going to suck on it, and then the
Altoids,
peppermint juice is going to coat everything.
Just like an Altoid does. Do you
Yeah.
not understand
It
how
lasts
mints
longer.
function?
Peppermints last longer when you
Just
suck on it.
pop 2 Altoids.
No, I want one. I want to pop one thing.
I'm gonna post your spectrum results on the Amped Instagram story.
I'm not saying I'm
This
particular.
just in.
I'm not a. What is it?
No, you are particular.
I'm particular about specific things. It's not like
Specific is a very wide margin for you.
yeah, but it's not like. It's not like
Not
with,
like your
with
spoon.
yeah,
Your
it's
spoons. your spoons. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Listen, I'm just saying that's my favorite spoon. I will eat with any spoon, but that is my favorite spoon.
What the fuck is a favorite spoon?
Hey, in the chat,
No.
put a spoon emoji if you have a favorite spoon.
Why do you have
Spam
a
it.
favorite? Okay,
If
so
you have-
but
if
why
you
do
have
you
a
have a
spoon-
favorite spoon though? That does not make sense to me.
How do you not have a favorite spoon?
Why do I need a favorite spoon?
Do you have like a favorite position of your car seat?
My car, it's set as it is. It's not a favorite position. That's just how it is.
Yeah, so if I adjust it, are you going to be fine to drive with that, or do you have to take the time to readjust it how you want it?
Unless I'm being death crushed in my car, I'll be okay, and I'll just adjust it. Like, nah, that's uncomfortable.
Yeah, so you do need to adjust it.
Yeah, but it's not. That's like
It's the same thing.
No, it's okay. It's not the same thing because the car seat is adjustable, so then you can be okay driving a vehicle that will kill something if you aren't okay with it. A spoon is, oh look, material. I want to use this spoon, not this spoon. That does not make sense to me.
No, like I said, I will eat with any spoon, but if that one happens to be available, I'm grabbing that one.
Dude,
Yeah. Yeah.
are you? I just have no comment after that.
Okay.
I just can't. My brain does not have the power to deal with that.
I can't believe you don't have a favorite spoon.
Why do I don't need a favorite spoon? Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, no, it's not even a favorite spoon. It's just like it's annoyingly tiny. That's why I like that spoon. But I can't eat with it. I did not take a teaspoon from a restaurant at one point because it was like this big. It was cute.
Yeah.
It was pocketable.
So if I had to go to your silverware drawer and I'm like, you get one spoon out of this entire drawer, everything else is getting tossed, that's the one you're picking?
No, because I can't eat anything with that spoon. That's an impractical spoon. I
So
would
you
probably pick a normal, regular-looking spoon. Just be like, I guess this will be fine.
So that's your favorite spoon?
No, it's not my favorite spoon. It's a practicality thing. I don't have a favorite spoon. Well, I guess actually you could make the same argument. People have favorite knives. Like, I have a favorite knife. So that would make actually sense. But that's cool, though. Spoons are dumb. What would Eric say? I have a favorite spoon, but let's just say the...
Commonality speaks to Logan's theory.
Thank you. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm okay with eating with any spoon, but if that favorite spoon is available, I'm grabbing that one first.
I mean, I guess also, like I said, the argument could be made for having a favorite knife. Like, I have a favorite knife.
Yeah.
But it's also cool looking. It's like, spoons are just spoons.
So?
What denotes a good spoon to you? Like, this is my favorite spoon.
So it specifically needs to be about utilitarian functionality.
I think you may have used the incorrect word.
Utility
and functionality.
No. So it overlaps.
Okay, continue.
So it has to be, I prefer my spoon to be round, like perfectly round, not oval in shape.
So soup spoon.
Sure. But I also don't need it to be deep like a ladle.
So like not a serving spoon.
Mm-hmm. So not a serving spoon.
So you want a soup spoon that's not a soup spoon.
Yes. So it's a very specific type of spoon.
Okay.
And then the handle is not insanely thin, like some of the really cheap like Walmart
You gotta
or
have some
Target
girth
ones.
to it.
Yeah, you gotta have a little bit of it. But then there's like the ornate ones that have too much material around the handle, and then it's just like
That's
obnoxious.
annoying. That's annoying.
Of like, this is just Christmas cutlery. Like, this doesn't need to be in here.
Okay.
You know, mom's Christmas set.
Well, yeah.
When,
She
like-
breaks out like it's their sterling silver set. You're
Yeah.
having Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving, or
And
whatever.
they're like a lot more ornate. And they're so ornate that they can't be washed with the same silverware or with the normal silverware. They're washed separately just so they cannot get mixed up.
Did you have a weird childhood too?
Yes.
Because I didn't have that. I had if you scratch it, then you die. But I didn't have the. It can't be washed in the same dishwasher. It's silverware.
No. This is specifically the Christmas set, and it will not go in with the everyday silverware.
Why?
Because that's the Christmas set.
But like, why?
That's the Christmas set, man.
Val, that's mom logic for you.
Yeah.
Actually I understand that. So you want a? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to like figure out what would be a good spoon for you, because like, and also my brain is at the end of its at the end of its lifespan here. Ooh, I will say, I do have a favorite fork, if that makes any sense. Like you know those.
See you later, boy.
Bye. You know those forks that you can get at Chipotle that are stubby for some reason. The recent ones that we got that are like this, and it just looks like somebody took a bite out of the middle of it. I think it looks goofy. That's a favorite fork.
The fork?
Yeah. Have you not seen the forks that we got
No.
recently? You definitely didn't take from Chipotle. that it's like the two prongs and the inside looks like somebody just went in and took a bite out of the middle of it, and it's just like missing teeth, but it came factory like that.
No.
That's a funny fork. I
I've
like that
not
fork
seen that.
because it's funny, so I'll take that.
Airsoft correspondent,
Oh!
Master Sin.
Hello!
And Lightning, it is green gas,
Gonna see
specifically.
this weekend, King Palooza's gonna... Yeah, we're doing Liberty this weekend. I'm sorry. I have to go do that. I have to go do my job and work, unfortunately. I would like to go to Palooza, maybe next year. So also next time you're at an event, or next time you end up going to an event, let me know, and I'll see if I can go out that way because I would like to hit Airsoft Palooza. Actually, I've never been into the e-bike store in Alhambra.
Never?
No, never.
Never ever?
I almost had the chance when we went out there to see my brother get out of boot camp because we were going to go to LA for the day at one point, and we just never made it down there because I know it's from San Diego to LA, however that distance works. And that was going to be the time I was going to make it out to actually Alhambra to see it, but I would love to just walk into their store. It's one of those shops that, like, yeah, it's kind of, I don't want to say like Airsoft Mecca, but
It kind of is.
yeah, it's
for
like,
out there.
Yeah.
I went there many, many, many years ago.
Mhm.
I wonder if they're still doing the test shooting range.
Well, they have a new shooting range now. They have an interactive, like, live fire shooting range thing. So it's like,
That's what it was years ago.
well, so this is all like laser guns and stuff. It's not, there's no airsoft guns involved. So it's kind
Oh.
of like, you know, the,
So at the Alhambra store, it was just the airsoft range.
yeah, I remember
And you
seeing that online.
And you had 3 replicas that you could grab and shoot.
hmm I remember seeing that online. So now they have you've seen those cops they train with the video screens that kind of like wrap around? They
Yeah.
have something similar to that, and that's what they have now.
Mm.
I think it's cool. I think it looks cool.
It's cool, but I'm not going to go all the way to LA to check it out at a e-bike store.
No, I would go out there, visit the homies at RPS because I miss them dearly, and then go to Alhambra. Get a chance to see Eric and all them. Ooh, and play at Hollywood. Eric and Danny and play at Hollywood Sports Park because I would like to play there as well. I've yet to play there either.
Correspondent message back.
Oh, Hotbet definitely. Please, I miss you. And also, shoot me a DM. Let me know the next event you're going to be going at, so maybe we can link up. Speaking of next events, it's almost that time.
Yes.
My brain is cooked. I have nothing further to say, so let's outro this bitch a little bit early. Thank you guys for joining the Lunchtime Live today. Congratulations to Mr. Lightning for winning the GHK Glock. You're going to be very, very happy with it, and we will get back with you shortly to get that out to you. Some upcoming events that we're going to be going to. This weekend we have AMS Liberty. He is personally going to be going to Clarksburg this weekend, so if you guys are in the area, you guys are more than welcome to visit him and say hi.
On Saturday, checking
that's
out
Saturday,
the new
yes.
Dig 1.
Yes, and I will be running that at Liberty as well. I'm super excited about that. Cannot wait to see how that performs, and that review should be going up sometime next week after we get that all situated. I'm trying to get to our event page to see what else we have coming up this week, or not this week, but for events that we know for sure we'll be at. Get out of here,
The
spinners.
only other one this month is Bad Blood.
Oh yeah, we have Bad Blood coming up at EMR, or is that Mercer? EMR. Yeah, Bad Blood at EMR, and that's the only other one. That's going to be June 27th through 29th this month.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be at TRP.
Yeah, TRP, but like big boy events and stuff. Yeah, and then we have,
Santa Morita is the next one.
and that is Centurion, correct?
Mascot.
Yeah, that's Centurion at
Centurion?
MUTC.
Yeah.
Yeah, Centurion. Which those events are always really cool. If you like some cool role-playing ones, that's definitely one to hit up as well if you were in the Indiana area. Then, yeah, you guys will see us next time on the field. Next time we go to Clarksburg or where we end up being. So,
Yeah.
I'm done for the day. I'm cooked. I'm going to go take a nap.
Okay, I'm going to go do some filming.
Cool.